Clinton is truly one of the people. I don't know if you've...
Oh.
No, seriously, I don't know if you've heard this. I don't know. Okay, so she gets together and she's talking to people, and so she's listening. Are you mocking her right now?
Mocking who?
Hillary Clinton. Because she is. Yes, you are mocking her.
It's more of a tribute, I would say.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not.
To
please. I don't want these guys turn off their microphones for a minute because this is very serious. I think she is really connected with the American people, and I just wanted to show you how she has really listened to the American people. She's just had a meeting with, how long did it last, Pat?
Like an hour.
It was an hour meeting, and the microphones caught her when she was really just listening to the people. And I think you can hear the sincerity here. This Hillary Clinton's response.
Really, it's the other way. We're, we are because
this is starting to sound a little.
Sometimes.
I mean, that's starting to be turned on. She says, she means she's getting turned on by this too.
Because our coming before school.
Yes, Hillary.
But somebody's entire life were.
None of these are the repeated either.
No. So the Washington Free Beacon counted the number of times. She said, in that amount of time with that meeting with the New Hampshire workers. 88
times.
88 times.
88 times she was. And I think she really is listening.
Oh, clearly.
She's going to learn a lot from the people,
She also seems to be channeling a little bit of Elizabeth Warren right now, talking about the richest 1%. And how her job is to reshuffle the cards, meaning the wealthy and powerful have to be shuffled underneath, I guess.
Right.
The other 99%.
And she would know a little something about that.
Yeah, she would.
That she is squarely in the wealthiest 1%.
Well, let me tell you something.
No.
I want you to look up the pictures right now, because you're never going to see a woman of the people as much as you'll see when you Google Hillary Clinton coach class.
Really?
Last week she flew coach class. She was in the airport. She was carrying her own luggage.
No.
Yeah. No.
Let me see that. It says here she ditches Scooby and flies to New Jersey. Is that the story?
Yeah, she's flying coach class, and she had her own luggage. She was in the airport greeting people.
Oh, yeah, she's pulling it behind her.
There she is. And I'm thinking to myself, that is so Hillary Clinton. She is always...
That is Hillary.
Flying coach. Right?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. That's her.
Remember, years ago, we were on a tour, and we had to do like 2 months on the road. And so we flew in, and we had this little teeny, it wasn't a Cessna. What was it? It was a small private plane. And we had been held at the end of the runway for a while because Hillary Clinton's plane was flying in. And do you remember?
I do, yeah.
And so we were held, and finally the pilots were like, we are just going. We're just going. And we got out. And when we came up to the edge and we were deplaning, all of these black SUVs, remember, there were like 30 of them. All of these black SUVs were lined up for Hillary Clinton and her entourage as she was coming in on her private plane. It was not the State Department plane at the time. It was her private plane. This is when she was a senator. And we're like, yeah, she is one of
the people. One of the people.
One of the people.
Wow. I mean, it's amazing that she tries to even pull that off. This is a person that...
And there's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with making $300,000 for a speech. It's awesome.
You make $300,000
1% all the time.
Yeah, you make $300,000 in a speech. You can afford a private plane. God bless you. God bless you. There's nothing wrong. Why are you ashamed of it? Why are you ashamed of it?
I would not be ashamed of it. I mean, look, if you can make that sort of money, you go and you get the nice things. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is just, as Pat said, you can't be the person who, she was railing against CEO pay on this trip where she's a person who makes $300,000 an hour to talk
And they compared that to the CEO's hourly wage, and it was, 10 times what they make. But by the hour, right? Because she's not giving 8 hours a speech every hour for 8 hours. So obviously she's not making $640 million a year. But if you extrapolate that, she's making more than the top 10 CEOs.
I believe it. And it's so why? How can someone who theoretically actually believes this income inequality nonsense, how could they possibly accept it from somebody like her? Don't they look at this the same way and say, what?
Yes.
This person
I think they absolutely do. I think they absolutely look at her as a hypocrite. That's why Hillary is not, she doesn't have a following. This bullcrap of her saying, you know what, I just wanted to meet in coffee shops, and I was thinking about meeting in a phone booth, and if I could just meet with one person in a phone booth, it would be so much more intimate than these big stadium things, because that's just so passé. Bull crap. You can't get anybody. You can't gather a crowd bigger than a diner.
I don't know if that's true. I think
it is. I think it is.
I don't know.
You think she could fill an arena?
No, I'm not saying
No
that.
way.
Especially not now.
Right. So she's going to do.
But I mean, Barack Obama wasn't filling arenas this far out of a campaign
Could
either.
she even fill a 2,000 seat size stadium? I don't think so.
Not in city after city.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe in Arkansas?
No, not in Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Maybe in New York?
Yeah, maybe in
Massachusetts?
Yeah, you can do that, but you can't go to Iowa time and time again and do 3, 4, 5,000
She
people.
won't be pulling the people that Obama pulled
No,
at any point during the campaign.
No, and they'll have to bus people in. Literally. Let's not bash Hillary Clinton. Jeb Bush. Are you driving anywhere to see Jeb Bush?
No.
Do you know anybody that will?
No,
I do not.
If he was speaking in this room, I wouldn't even look up from the desk.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I know people who will vote for Jeb Bush. They'll vote for him. They may not vote happily, but they'll vote for him. Do you know anybody that would go door to door for Jeb Bush?
No.
Barbara.
Would call a friend and say, "Hey, you've really got to come with me to listen to Jeb Bush."
I mean, even George W. is saying he won't do it.
Right.
He is. He's saying it's because it's his fault, but he's saying he won't do it. I don't know that I really don't think. I mean, that's the thing is.
I don't think there's any difference between Jeb for us and Hillary for them.
Well, the difference is we have good other choices.
Right, they don't.
They don't. So they're gonna wind up lining up behind her. You'd think, unless someone else comes along.
I don't think
That's why I think we have such a good shot to replace the radicals this time. Because there's not going to be passion like there was last time for Obama. There's no passion there for Hillary.
You still have
Hillary
to get a good candidate.
Hillary will raise $2.4 billion. She'll raise that money because everybody knows. Oh man, I mean he'll sell out for anything. So I write them a check. I will get my favor done.
Oh yeah, and regardless of who Republicans wind up running, even if it is one of the more moderate candidates, they will still be painted as Satan by the media, and that will inspire enough people to come to the table for Clinton. So it's not going to be a blowout. I don't think.
No,
I don't know. I think.
I don't know if they'll get their favor or not, because Hillary did say that she wanted to get unaccountable money out of campaigns.
Yeah.
So
she said that.
Out of politics.
She said that, and like, here's a person who is literally the poster child for the evils of unaccountable money in campaigns. She's taking money not from two brothers that earned a lot of money in the free market, and we now think they're evil for some reason, the Koch brothers. They're taking money from foreign governments, running for president, and using money that they've pocketed from speeches and in the foundation from foreign governments.
Bad governments
that abuse women.
We're not talking about Canada.
Gays.
Yeah.
And they are the ones preaching to us about accountability? It's inconceivable.
you keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.